some of the outside runs you were able to hit, the jet sweeps and being able to push the ball to the perimeter, what made those so effective against them?
Well, there was a couple times where they were slanting inside that, we hit it pretty good. Trying to think of some of the other ones. And a couple times we kind of outran them, that's usually what happens on those jet sweeps.
Do you have an injury update on Xavier Rhodes?
Yes, thankfully it's very, very mild, and as far as the TV doctors that were reporting is very erroneous.
Why is the three technique position so vital to what you want to do defensively?
Very good question. Most of the time, the three technique gets a lot of one-on-one situations with the guards. A lot of times the center's going away. The tackles, the way we play our ends, have a tendency to sit on the inside just a little bit more. So, and they get chipped a lot more. So the three technique is the one that, if he can be a pass rusher, it really helps with the two ends especially, because the tackles can't sit in there on him quite so long because they got to get out to the ends or vice versa.
When you were watching all that three technique tape when Sheldon comes up to your office during free agency, when you were watching his tape too, what was it about his skill set that made you want to put a priority on getting him in here to fulfill that position?
Well, he's very, very athletic, and he's got really good strength. So, one of the things we look for in our three technique is first step quickness and then lateral quickness, and he has those things really well. But the thing that's kind of surprised me a little bit is the power that he has with it. The good three techniques I've been around have all had kind of those qualities.
You mentioned some of the tweaks defensively last night and showing some A-gap stuff. In today's NFL, is it important to, when you play a team for a second time, change up some of the things that you do or give some different looks?
I don't know that it's important, but you see, as you played them once, so you have an idea how they're doing things, and then you see like, if we did this or we did that, how are they going to change what they've done in the past? And sometimes it's trying to get them to think on the sideline just as much too. Get over there, get on that board and draw a little bit, and try to get them working on some other things.
Well, obviously the sack stood out yesterday for Sheldon Richardson. How do you think he's rushed the passer or put pressure on the quarterback overall this season?
I think he's done well. I think the thing with Sheldon, it's always the same thing that we've been working on with him, is when he clears, not widening his hips to get outside to the quarterback. And he had quite a few pressures a year ago before he came here, but this year he's starting to work a little bit more vertically with it, and I think that's helped him.
You mentioned last week and maybe wanting to see a reduction in the volume offensively. Did you see that play out in the way the game was called last night?
Yeah, first, I think Flip did an outstanding job last night. I know people have been on his rear end a little bit, and they've been on my rear end a little bit, and that's fine. But he did a really good job of mixing the game, the flow of the game, trying to keep him off balance. I thought he did a really outstanding job, and part of it was most of the plays that were called we executed pretty well.